here tonight. We are at
I'm Chicago Bulls. She's the Lakers.
the Lakers
She's got the
begin
tip.
the game with the basketball. Kyle Kuzma, his first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Jay, 27 wins a year ago for the Bulls. What can this team be?
They have the potential to be a playoff team, but in order for that to happen, a lot of guys need to take that major next step in their careers. Laurie Marketing needs to step up. Chris Dunn, his backup role. What position will he play at the PG spot? Wendell Carter, their first-round draft pick, and also Jabari Parker. He is the key cog in this wheel. If he is healthy and plays to the level of expectation that we know he can, this team can make the playoffs.
To Markkanen, knocked loose. Markkanen, nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. This will be out of bounds off of Davis.
Good look at your footy there. Good dived at the dived at the court.
To Chris Dunn. DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
She blocked me there. She blocked me. Look.
Porter in a matchup with Boogie.
What the?
Stays
This
out.
game, I tell you.
You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs
Oh,
are
there you
calling
are.
it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Davis. Pulled in by Porter. To Markkanen. LeBron James.
Whoa, LeBron.
And
You
that's gonna be
faced
out of
it though.
bounds off a Laker.
I feel him now. I don't know.
Check those walk on. Beat him.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Over to the right side. Anthony Davis rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Your Lakers are teeth, man.
To Markkanen. Knocked loose.
What?
Lakers come up with it.
Oh, got it back.
Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
Come on, man. Come on.
Easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
And the bucket's good for DeMarcus. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Knocked loose. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Here's Cousins. Cleans the offensive glass. The Bulls with the rebound. To Chris Dunn. Kyle Kuzma.
Yo, you lot are just too tall, man.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitution.
Yo,
Both teams
pure
making
slacking
changes.
with that.
LBJ with it. To Davis. Driving right to the basket. Anthony Davis. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Porter. And count the basket inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
LeBron into the front court. Leads 3. Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it. Tough.
So tall, there's not like a dude.
There's had no chance on that one. That's how we call it the elite team.
Yo, there's no point of playing jumping.
Terrific vision. Young.
Thank you.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Jay, last year the Lakers 35 and 47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only two teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Houston, we have a problem.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Porter. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
LeBron with it up top. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Gets a shot up. Off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Yeah, man.
2-4 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And the finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Young. Knocked loose. Young.
What?
Can't hit. Add 2 points to the board.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Lakers have the
End of
lead.
the first quarter, you know, Becca.
First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Chris Dunn. Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed.
That's what I'm talking about, girl.
In the bucket.
To Danny Green.
Ahoy!
Young. Oh, good defense by the
You could
Lakers. They come away with the steal.
It's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
He's going as well.
And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
Cheeky though.
I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side.
Off your head. That's off your head. That is funny.
Kyle Kuzma trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career
Bad stuff ahead, you know.
The free throw good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Dunn to Young. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Looking to push. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Dunked on me?
Can't be
Oh
caught
dear.
flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab it. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that,
Not
that's
my
easy
ball.
money.
Wow.
Zach LaVine. He's 2 for 2 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Lauri Markkanen snatching it out of the air.
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
Young.
Wow.
Shot won't go.
Shot won't go.
Across the timeline comes James. They lead it.
Does 2 whatever jump.
That's out of bounds off a ball, so it stays with the LA Lakers. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Yes, and the foul. And a chance
I saw kitchen your bulls.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7.
And I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins.
Oh!
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Proud City.
Davis to Kyle Kuzma. Deep 2 there, won't go.
I believe I can fly.
No need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what you need to do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
James, LeBron James. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about
I believe in you.
LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Put your chundering in it.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something in the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Sorry.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Chicago with the possession. Dunn to Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Caldwell Pope. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And Cousins throwing it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Markkanen. To Cousins. number 6.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Markkanen. DeMarcus Cousins. Tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Levine to Porter. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Davis to James. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Chris Dunn. LeBron into the front court. His team on top by 8. Caldwell Pope can't get the bounce. Otto Porter, 4 out of 7.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players.
But he's got no social media.
While producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jet.
Those cat-like hands almost got a stick.
Tell my son, basketball players got social media.
Team foul number 3. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Lakers have it.
Cheeky, no. You actually cheeky.
Oh, what a finish.
Make me all jump. Ball gets rubbed there. It's okay, don't we?
That's the end of the quarter. The Lakers have the lead.
I bet you didn't count.
Should let go of the ball before. I can't even be too confident yet because every time I'm like this way, just come back for no reason.
The scoreline ain't bad at all, girl.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bulls are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrapping, doing their best to be competitive. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after.
Bulls with the rock. To Porter. Stuffs it down with authority. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
To Wendell Carter. Wide open look won't go. James into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
LeBron James. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. Done to Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Bulls with it to Zach LaVine. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Kyle Kuzma. Can't connect.
Oh man, it's still there.
Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Porter to Levine. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here's James. It's done with the rebound. Has a chance. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
And Jay, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Done. Lakers come up with it. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
He gets it.
You can't stop LeBron, man. He's unstoppable.
35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in LA?
LeBron.
Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Trying to cash in. Selden shot off the mark. Thaddeus Young. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
And I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
It's Chicago ball to Young. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Got it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Lets it fly from long range. That's not his range. It's no good. Anthony Davis lets it go. Off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Ah, rocking the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
It's rebounded by the Bulls. Oh, emphatic slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
That's the end of the third
Fate,
quarter.
man.
The Lakers have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Your face,
Shot,
no.
and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No
Look
foul.
how rude that.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing.
She is leaping in.
Build a mental advantage over your defender.
Man, your players are so tall. Can't do nothing, man. You make my tall player look small.
Nice pass to set things up. Goes reverse to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
LeBron into the front court. His team leads it by 10. JaVale McGee to Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
Wow.
He missed his first four from downtown. He finally gets a three to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Porter. The pass.
No,
taken
you
away by
passed
the
it
Lakers.
back. Come on.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
James.
If you scored that back out, oh my god.
And the rebound comes down to Selden. Thaddeus Young. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Which way do you want it, Ed? Lefty, righty? He can finish with either.
Over to the right side. That's going to get out
He
of bounds.
jumped
Last
out
touch
of
by
bounds.
Pete. We have both
Oh
squads set
my
to make
God.
some moves right now.
You're funny though.
Chicago possession. Goes to the right side. Marking it to Porter.
I feel
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
This coach must have had said some pretty intense words in the locker room to this individual because we're really seeing a different player
You
so far in
scored
the
that.
second half.
I went to bed.
Carter to Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed.
Trust
It's
me.
that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Kyle Kuzma. That's rebounded by Chicago. To Markkanen. Carter. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Laurie Markkanen
Yes!
able to recover with the block.
Sent a message.
Come on.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Porter. LaVine to Porter.
Eh?
Had a good look there, but it's no good. LeBron with it up top. His team up by 7. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Carter. Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Cousins.
No, you better have that, man. Come on, lads.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be creative. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Gets it in the right corner. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
LeBron James sends it away. Bulls recover.
Blocking so many shots only gives
Wow.
you that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Yo, Becca. It's time, man.
Time to shoot for the Bulls. Ah, that's a 24-second violation.
How? But that yeah.
Too long.
The violation too quick, man.
Across the timeline comes James. It's a 9-point lead.
My own player pushed me out, man. Chop it, man.
Stevenson. Chicago basketball. Big finish at the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To Danny Green. The Bulls clear the rebound. And score. Strong take.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Danny Green to Cousins. From long range, Danny Green can't get down to go. Defense all over.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Chance for LeBron James.
Whoa.
As he drills it. Now whistle.
Whoa.
Get a timeout called by Chicago. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game.
So, if you're not changing now. You gonna change LeBron?
Coach is going to shift gears.
You cheeky, though. You're absolutely cheeky. Girl goes only got 10 seconds left, you know.
Anthony Davis swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really
footy.
with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
67, 60, though. It's a feeling.
Win on the road. For my partner, Shane Williams.
You see, there she is. The punk. Get that back up, man. Oh. Where you coming? You funny. That's it for me tonight, lads. The Mrs. Bus by us. 7 points more.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
Oh God, what a game!
Lakers edged out a close victory in today's game. The defense in this matchup.
Look how you just slap the ball. The all the 18 dominant, man. Look at it.
Came together to perform terrific.
Oh no.
Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bulls must be devastated after such a close loss. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Obviously LeBron.
LeBron James is a choice for what you're seeing.
So it's
That's
LeBron.
unselfish play. Tight
LeBron
passes,
James.
timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have from him.
Who was called?
that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete.
The one that you kept
But even the best
violating,
players have
slapping the
their
boy,
own
is it?
Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays.
How can you just roll the ball to the player? Nah, you lot are taking a mick.
Number 2. Number 1.
At least my players are the top ones.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
It was a good game. Well done.
Thank you, baby.
Well done. And I'm out. Turn this shit off.